Hector Bravo, unhinged. Chaos is now in session.
Welcome back to our channel's Warriors. We are still growing again for season 2. We're bringing back another guest that we had on season 1, none other than Gio, a former federal CO. What up, Gio?
How you doing, man? I'm glad to be back on this motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, dude. Season 2, how was your drive over here, bro?
It was nice. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start flying now because I can't stay on the fucking drive.
I hear you.
My knees, I feel like they're like I could barely walk.
That's because you were a grunt, man, in the Army.
I'm getting a knee replacement soon, too. Yeah.
That is a result of the job in the prison system or both
combined? I had 4 knee surgeries between 2011 to 2013 on my left knee. I tore my ACL twice, and then the other ones were cleanups. And then they told me when I was 25 that I needed cartilage replacement therapy. Oh, hell, but that would take 3 years to recover. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just ride to the end.
And how old are you?
I'm 36 now. And they told me I was going to knee replacement by the time I was 45. But my doctor saw the x-ray, and he goes, hey, man, all I'm going to tell you is whenever you want to schedule it, we're going to get your knee replaced. So
what did it look like? Like there was shit missing where there should have been some stuff?
So it's no cartilage left. It's all gone. It's just complete arthritis.
Like bone-on-bone type shit?
Yeah, and the screws in my knee, because of it's being bone-on-bone, the screws are kind of like hollowing out. So like it kind of like when I'll slip, like my knee will jerk a little bit, but I have no cushion. So I get cortisone injections every now and then. So yeah.
Did that help?
For like a week.
No,
like the last time they did it, there was so much scar tissue. He had to kind of really stab it in, and that shit hurt. But it felt good for a week. But I'm getting to the point where it has to be done soon.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into how you got into the whole music industry, man.
So it's funny, I grew up playing basketball, soccer, and baseball, but mainly basketball and soccer. Basketball, just because that whole era is like hip hop, it's obviously with that. So I always had my friends that would try to get me to rap because I'm white, get the white boy to rap. And one time I just randomly did it. I had to battle someone, and I was nervous as fuck.
In what city?
It's Victorville. In Victorville, yeah. So at school, it was Silverado. Like my friend hyped me up like I was gonna be someone, like I was the best rapper in the world, and I never did the shit. And I got cornered, and I was battling this other dude. And I made the whole crowd laugh, and I didn't know that I had the shit. So I rapped a little bit when I was a kid, but then when I joined the Army, I kind of stopped. And
you stopped when you joined the Army?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I didn't see myself going anywhere with. It's not what I wanted. And
okay.
When 9/11 happened, I remember I remember my mom watching the TV, like many people at that time, and you see everything happening full time. I was in 6th grade at the time. And I remember saying then that I would join the military one day because I wanted to go. Like, if the war's still going, I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So once I graduated high school, that thought was still kind of in my mind. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then rapping just felt like I was doing nothing. I wasn't making money from it. I wasn't doing shit. So that's why I joined the Army. And then fast forward, my boy, Nico, Paint the Vibes, my fucking dog, he has a clothing line, and I showed him some old rap, and he's like, dude, all I need you to do is make me an intro. Just do something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. So I did. I had just a few years before that started trying to get into rap again.
Yeah.
Starting to say shit, but I wasn't feeling it yet. I came out with Paint the Vibes, and I remember in his car, and we were just driving around. He was bumping it. He was like, this is the hardest fucking, he was amping me up. This is the hardest motherfucking song. This is fucking dope. You got to make an album.
Yeah.
And then I saw like on a reel, it wasn't much, but for me it was a lot. It was like 10,000 reels. And I remember talking to you like in the very beginning, like not realizing how the music got. And I'm like, man, this is fucking dope.
Bro, yeah, that was 3 years ago,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, so it was like right in the middle of it. And I'm like...
Time flies, man.
Yeah, it does. It does. So then like, it was really amazing. The part that made it better is I didn't really get much support at first where I was at.
Right.
Until they started seeing it come from other people. And then it was like, oh, now we're buying clothes. And it was like, it was all about his clothing brand. I didn't care about the music part. Like I was doing it for that, but then it became bigger than what it was. So that's what kind of led me into going into Good Verbal though. So I make the album. I'm in the middle of a divorce already. I had just got knee surgery on my right knee, tearing my ACL.
And you were in the middle of a divorce?
Yes. In 2021, it started. Like, right when, like, it was like, no, 2020, and we divorced in 2022. So she asked for it. I had just hurt my knee at work, and it was during the COVID lockdown. And 2 days later, my ex-wife asked for a divorce, like while I'm in bed or whatever.
I quit my job and my wife asked me for a divorce as well. You know what I mean? It's almost it's funny how they fucking bail on you when you need them the most, bro.
That's a fact. And what's even crazier about it is she was supposed to pick up my meds for me, and she said she gave them to her dad, the prescription, and she never did. And the day during surgery, when I came home, I had no pain pills and no one could help me. So if anyone's been through surgery, that feels like you're getting tortured.
Right.
I still have love for her though. That was just one thing. That's the mother of my children. You know, just
absolutely.
You know what I mean.
100%.
But that, like, I felt that shit, and then my music is what kind of helped me through that year, because that year I was at home, still recovering from knee surgery. It was like 6-7 months, and I was just in my head a lot. So he gave me something to like think of, and that's what got me into the music. But after the music, I just started feeling like I didn't want to make anything else, because I didn't know what else I could make to it without like telling too much, or because everyone at my work was saying, man, he said something in this shit, they're just gonna get investigated for it. They're like that where I was at. Everyone is a fucking SIA, SIS gang expert. Everyone knows everything about everything. So then the rumors spread from that.
Let's dive into that. Because a lot of people ask me, Hector, I want to be a CO. Is it worth it to be a CO? But we're going to dive into right now of like shit that they don't see, right?
Yes.
Like how you said, rumors, gossip, people getting all up in your fucking business.
Yes.
So you were working for the federal penal system.
Yes.
And then you were creating, you collaborated with Pinta Vibes.
Yes.
And then you made the album.
Yes.
And what kind of rumors or hearsay were they saying about your music?
What I'm saying in there, like when I'm saying open up the door, when I say open up the door, LT, they're like, oh, he's talking about shit that are actual cases. Like, come on, motherfucker. How stupid is that? I talk about one thing.
Generically speaking.
Yeah, that's like
generically.
I could literally talk about anything. If I say I have my gun, oh, we got a call. He's doing shit. Like, I posted a picture and I had cops come to my house as a welfare check just because they're over investigating, and all it was an album cover.
There's no way.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I didn't even know any of this shit.
Yeah, well,
dude.
because it was stupid to me, but a lot of people were talking negatively about me, and then because Nico, that's because he's my boy, they're always trying to like make shit because you know, fucking stupid shit. So then they lump me in with it,
right?
And they say all this, and I remember hearing it all. There'd be people talking shit about me, saying he didn't do any of that, and then I come back. And then they're the ones telling me how much they love the shit.
Correct.
But they were hating behind closed doors.
I think you even mentioned some of that in your music.
Yes, I did. I can't remember the exact line, but I always talked. Oh, when I said, I can't remember. There's so many lyrics.
No, I remember, bro, because I was like, I can relate.
Yes.
The shit that you put out, I could relate to, bro.
Yes.
Especially you being former Army, infantry.
That's why you helped me start doing this, because you're unapologetically yourself. And for me, that's who the fuck I am.
Correct.
There's not a place that I go that I'm not. Obviously, in the corporate world, I adjust my cussing, but at the same time, I'm still me.
But let's also, would you agree that during that time frame in history, the world had gotten real shitty with political correctness?
Yes,
and
especially
soft motherfuckers.
During COVID lockdown, maybe 3 months into it, people are identifying as cats. You know, like fucking cats, vegetables, like whatever the fuck they can identify as.
Yeah, wearing weird shit to the DMV.
I'm a furry. Like, you need to let me in the bathroom. Like, they just stupid fucking shit. Well, that went into the prison world. Yes. And that's where you get Colette Peters that went to Norway thinking that, hey, they have it really nice, the prescription pill poppers over here, because the gang shit is not the same over there.
Real quick on Colette Peters, because now you can be more vocal, and she has now transferred over to an oversight of CDCR. How would you describe the lady from your experience? Like dumb, evil?
So she's a woman with a bachelor's degree in something and then an associate's in psychology. They say that she has a background in psychology. That's like me getting a fucking law degree, just a criminal justice degree, and then going and working at Best Buy, and them saying that I have a criminal justice degree.
Absolutely.
Like, I have no criminal justice experience. And then the fact that she was the only one that she didn't want to move to DC, so they let her be in Oregon. And the whole Oregon Department of Corrections knows about you. bitch. I'll just say that. Fuck it.
Wait a minute. So feds is feds, right?
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be in Washington, but she chose to stay in Oregon?
Yes, because that's where her home was. And then they would fly her out. So we're wasting money on that. We're over here bitching about other stuff, but she's flying over there.
Taxpayer money?
Yeah, taxpayer money. And the funny thing is that I had a few people hit me up before she even came to the Bureau because I was already doing good verbal shit before that. So they said, just to let you know, this is what you're getting as a director. And the same thing that she's doing in CDC, make it the same thing she did in BOP. She was trying to get rid of SHU and paint this fucking room pink or some shit, some office, the law library. So if they get mad, they can go in there and just fucking, they see pink and now they're fucking nice men. You know, or like DCs, if we get them PlayStations, all the dick jackers, you know, all the gunners, instead of dicks, they'll be jacking sticks. Like, that's like the idea of what they're fucking wanting. Like, that's the only way I fucking see it. And then, that's what I can say about her. So all the pool tables and all that, pretty soon she'll be hosting sporting events for ESPN.
100%, bro. Wow, holy fuck. You move fast, bro, but I like it, so do I. Let's go back to you. Rapping your partners. Now, I need to know, did you go under investigation for your music at that point in time?
No, none. But that was the rumor mill. Not one investigation.
Did you come close? Were people hitting you up? Were supervisors telling you to slow your roll?
Not one supervisor. It was always the rumor mills between officers because that's the way it is. Hey, did you hear this?
High school.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's just like If the cameras were in on us, it would be like those stupid county jail fucking
spoofs, like
the little
Reno
spoofs.
911.
Like that's what it is. It's Reno 911. 99% of the people are garbage and 1% are good.
And we can dive into that later in this episode
Yeah.
because we see it more now so than we've been out
Yes.
of the system.
Yes.
Because you become engulfed in that motherfucker.
Yes.
So good verbal came at what point in time in your music?
So I actually had created this because I always had a backup page for my music page just in case it ever got deleted because I talk the way I fucking talk and people like reporting it sometimes. So I had a backup and I was like, oh damn, I have 100 followers and I'm like, fuck it, I've always wanted to try some shit and I just started posting. I just started posting on there little videos. I didn't know what to call it yet. And
Were they memes?
yeah, there were memes, just the correctional officer memes, just little jokes, talking shit about the feds, but it wasn't going anywhere yet because I had so many few followers.
Were you creating those memes?
Yes. So I'd take like videos like funny movies or like something that applies to it and I'd clip it into something and then I'd apply it somehow to the prison. Like I always talk about fucking when Dublin is the one where the warden is in prison for fucking inmates.
Is he in prison?
Yes, Ray J. Garcia. He had pictures on his phone of naked inmates, and he said it was for investigation purposes. And then what they've said that's came out is those inmates also were saying that if they were threatened to go against him, he would have them put extra charges on them and send them up to a higher max prison.
Now, in your humble opinion, bro, because when it comes to the federal prison system and directors or wardens like that, I'm an outsider. Do you believe that dude really did shit like that? Because, again, I'm an outsider.
Yes, because there's multiple. There was a chaplain there. Not going to say who, but a chaplain's assistant had came to Victorville. And at that point, this was like a year after Good Verbal.
Yeah.
She knew of who I was. And she told me just saw all that shit. I knew the chaplain at Lompoc.
Yeah.
Not Lompoc, I'm sorry. At Dublin. And she knew the motherfucker that did the shit. And it was more than just that one person. So, like, for the whole prison to shut down.
Oh, it was like some kind of like to me, sex trafficking.
It was a scandal, yes. It absolutely was. And so, but the thing is a lot of people try to speak good for him because he's such a great guy for so long. And then you got people like me that I'm so bad for an Instagram page, goodbye. So like it took him that long to get there. We had another lieutenant. He'd been in 17 years. Next thing you know, he got busted for fucking dope for inmates.
Refresh my memory. You resigned in lieu of termination?
Yes, I did.
Because of your good verbal page?
Yes.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. And what rank were you? Like regular officer?
So I was a what do you call it? It's senior officer specialist. It's like right below a lieutenant. It's like it's basically like being an E4 in the fucking army.
So on the other side of the coin, you have a warden that was literally fucking female inmates.
Yes. Yes. And this shit goes around a lot. Like there's a lot of Just on the lower level, there's
Right.
there's a captain that's still employed that as a lieutenant, he runs Reargate Distro. I know people have seen that Instagram page before. He had gone to court for it because a psychologist was filing on him because he was attacking her and talking shit about her in person on Instagram through this page before it was Reargate Distro. That's where it was the best part when I got called by the district attorney because they wanted me to
Right.
represent them for the inmate.
I remember that.
Yeah. So they were like, well, and I told them about what I went through and what do you think that you would do if you were me? And they're like, well, not to add salt to the wound, but that person that ran that page, we just had his case thrown out. Yeah, had his case thrown out. And that's me doing the same thing after him. And there were a lot of people around him, a lot of wardens that said they loved me as much as they would always talk to me all the time. All they had to do was throw me that bone, and I had something to stand on. But at the same time, I did good verbal to be petty. I'm a petty motherfucker, and I love the shit.
No, I'm
That's-
tracking, bro, and it's
Yeah.
humorous because we guys like us that have been exposed to trauma, humor plays a massive role in like recovery and therapy.
Yes, I can laugh at myself. Like I
Right.
don't take shit on. People think that social media is like real opinions. Like
Right.
if you talk shit, I'm gonna repost it. Like, thank you. You did a smooth talking shit about me. I'll repost it. Who wants to get famous? Like, we'll get famous together. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's my narrative. Like, I've been doing this forever. And so, like, the pettiness aspect of it is I still kept going and still kept going until the very end. And then they asked me to take the page down. Like, they were gonna help me. And I did, because for 3 months after that, I'm like, fine, I will.
Who was gonna help you?
Our SIA. Our SIA.
What does that stand for? What are the investigative people?
Yes, it's internal affairs. So, and that's for the prison. So he was using me as like his claw to fame. And I'm not really saying it like fame. It's more like, look who I busted. So he had people around that a lot of people trust that were sending him personal shit for me, screenshots, and then confirming who I was to him.
Are you surprised to hear right now as we sit here that CDCR is sending special agents into my phone records and T-Mobile and fucking
I'm not. It's Gestapo shit.
right?
And then now you got it on a federal level. So state, like it's easy to control the state, but when you got the whole federal Bureau of Prisons being controlled by that,
Oh yeah, that's feds, bro. So fuck, homie, you went heads up against the feds, and I went
Yeah.
up against the state, bro.
and this is the crazy part. So Colette Peters, the director of prisons, is appointed by the president.
Correct.
So Biden may or may not know who the fuck I am, but regardless of the fact, she does.
Right.
So then I don't know how far it got because they are trying to change the social media policy.
She was
because
well
me.
aware of you?
Absolutely. I wrote her on LinkedIn. She finally, when I added her, she finally read my message, but that's all she did was read it. So at the very least, she's, hi Colette, it's me again. But the funny thing about it is just like I don't know what reach went out there because I know that I was reposting stuff there was stuff that they were trying to pass to Congress for certain prisons and asking me to repost. I don't know how much people are looking. I may have 500.
They're looking, bro. They're looking.
Yeah.
Even when you don't think they're looking, they're looking.
Yeah, that's why I love analytics.
I can give you an example of the Menendez brothers getting denied parole recently. And you know what they brought up a lot? That they continuously get caught with cell phones inside a prison.
Of course.
And that's something that I spoke on vocally on the social media.
Yeah, it's just like that post that I made about mayor of Kingstown when they have like a riot, right? And then after they're like, "Oh, so what do you think we should do?" And like they're fucking inmates. Like we need to tell them what we're supposed to do. Like, well, you know what? We're gonna call the Federal Bureau of Prisons and see what they want. They're like, no, they're just politicians. And I hear that. I'm like, what the fuck? Who told them that? How do they know? And then it's just politicians. Then he goes, so what? You think what their way is doing is wrong? He's like, no, all they're gonna do is sit the heads of each car at the table and ask them what they would like for the prison to run better. Well, why wouldn't that work? And the guy goes, because they're fucking convicts.
That actually came out in Mayor of Kingstown?
Yeah.
Like that scene came out of Mayor of Kingstown?
And it said Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Because I've seen it. I just don't remember that. But that makes total sense.
Like, I watched that. I'm like, hey, whoever that director is, like, hey, motherfucker, I got some stories if you want some. We can write a whole new one. Mayor of fucking Victorville.
Did you clip it and make a meme out of it?
Yes, I did. I posted on my Instagram. Just how spot on it is.
Right.
Like anyone that's been in BOP, but it also resonates with state. Like it does because it's all the same shit.
It is. It's happening in every state.
Yes. The difference with you guys, though, is you guys get in shape at least through the academy
Right.
and then get fat. BOP is like, hey, man, can you breathe? Can you walk from here to that fucking table right there? We got you. Don't even worry about the fitness part. As long as you pass the basic as fuck that if you fail this, you don't belong doing this job written test.
Right.
Their academy is a joke.
Whose academy? The Feds?
The Feds.
Because
It's a
I thought they
joke.
didn't have an academy.
It's no, we don't.
What is it?
It's a 3-week crash course. Well, for one, first they call it IF. They're like, hey guys, this is your first week. Don't talk to inmates like this. Make sure you do that and go get them, and then you start working there after a week.
With
You start,
what?
or maybe
Would
it's
you-
2 weeks. I
do you
can't
get a-
remember that
do you
much.
get
Is
a
it
stab
2?
re-
It's 2 weeks. Thank you.
Do you get a stab resistant vest?
Yes,
You do.
You do. You do get it. You get a stab issued vest. But when I first started, the mediums didn't get one. But for the pen, we all did get that. We all got vests.
Did you see the video recently of the MS-13 inmates that stabbed the officers?
No, I didn't. And I need to see
It was
that.
like Virginia or somewhere over there, Indiana, somewhere over there.
Wow. No, I did not.
Yeah, it was like probably, I don't know.
They didn't have their
six-
vests, or
I don't know. It was 6 or 7 of them
Oh,
on like
shit.
3 guards, 3 COs.
there's been a lot of. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately of a lot of officers passing away in BOP, and all the ones I've been reposting, like rest in peace. If there's anything that I can do or anyone can do, like whatever, like I just want to help. I also don't want to make it like it's about me.
Right.
That's kind of why I'm doing this.
Right.
So I've been seeing it a lot, and I shout out to I knew one Hollywood Adams. I went to Glencoe with him. I know he's Big Sandy, so shout out to Big Sandy. He used to say that he was me if he was if I was from Kentucky, because they called him Hollywood because he was like a California Kentuckian. You know, shout out to him. I know him personally. The other guys, I don't know. I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, sorry not to throw it off the track.
No, it's cool. I get it. We also share a mutual friend, Luga
Yes,
Wagner.
Yeah, so when I saw your documentary,
Yeah.
I saw the shit, and I saw him. I'm like, wait a minute, is that fucking Wagner? And I just
Wagner, dude.
and I remember hitting you up, and I said that, and you said Luga Spade,
Right.
And I kept saying, is it's Luga? I couldn't remember the last part.
Luga.
Yeah,
Yeah. White Luga Spade.
yeah. He was, man. I always worried about him because all he did was music when he wasn't in uniform, and he was just always in his barracks room, always in the barracks.
I want to say he was from Camden, New Jersey, I think.
No, he was a Philly fan. So he was an Eagles. No, Pittsburgh. It was one of those teams, either Pittsburgh or a Philly fan. No, he was a Steelers. So I think he was around from Pittsburgh. It's been a long time. That's how you know. That's how I know you're getting old. Shit, I can't even remember.
Did Colette Peters end up getting fired?
Hey, Warriors, if you haven't already signed up for our all-new website, HectorBravoShow.com, make sure you sign up at the link below, HectorBravoShow.com, to watch explicit, uncensored, never-before-seen prison footage. With that, love you. Keep pushing forward.
Donald Trump elected office, and apparently when he got elected, she said that she resigned, but it was because all her access was taken away the day he got elected. So Trump basically forced her out.
And no better person than to pick her up than the CDCR.
Oh yes, because they need more land architects for the new fucking pickleball courts that they're gonna install. You know, she's gonna give it a whole new vibe. Maybe throw some pink backsplashes.
So for a brand new correctional officer in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, right? They have a limited scope of what they see. They just see the inmate in front of them. That's it. The housing unit. You have a grand view of Colette Peters. You knew who she was in the feds and is now overseeing CDCR. What does that mean to these youngsters?
For the Bureau, it meant a lot of good people were forced out and fired. And that's still going on now because they got rid of the unions. For one, there's no more centralized union stuff to where officials can file for you anymore. Like they're trying to make it to where they don't have a say in the feds. So that was already set in motion. It wasn't like it was like Trump was the next one to do it. Like all this was part of the plan. It's just there's still I heard of some officer that called out and one of the ADs or on Facebook, and 3 weeks later he was fired, and he was about I think 3 months to 20 years. So he was close to retiring, and they fired him like that. So that's the shit that set in with Colette Peters. All she cares about is programming. All she cares about is the Norway model. All she cares about is the business aspect of making something profitable. And for California, closing a prison is profitable. Wow. For California, making inmates all these programs is profitable because now they get investments. Now they get the outside okay and happy and all this shit. But they're ignoring all the bad parts of what's really going on. It's all about public. It's all about a persona, your picture. It's business 101.
You think these people like Colette Peters actually give a fuck about inmates?
Hell no, they don't. No, they don't. They're just statistics that they're trying to improve on. Like recidivism is just a fancy word to say we improved. Like 2% or better this year. We did our job. Listen, motherfucker, I'm the same way that I've always been. And I have gotten more respect from inmates that all these people want to suck dick for or kiss ass to make them feel better. And I got some real motherfuckers that are hitting me up saying that I was a solid CO. And these guys were 15 years in a penitentiary. They've stabbed people. They've done shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was the one that they respected. That Nico is the one that they respected. Like people like you, that's what they respected, because it's not about being tough. It's just being who the fuck you are. In any situation, just be who the fuck you are. If you're quiet and reserved, be quiet and reserved. If you are a talkative person, if you're loud or whatever it is, if all you have to do is learn communication. And if you're communication, if you're a
Facts.
no, speaking
of communication, bro.
Yeah.
How'd you do that
On
shit, man?
point.
You hooped a cell phone before you came in here, bro.
No, but like it's the communication part. Like if you're always calm and you're always kind of quiet, you know, like it's more like when you get mad or you kind of set it firm, they're like, okay, you know, like my bad. Like I kind of stepped out of line.
So right now, the way you led into this next segment and perfect timing and perfect energy for the masses, for the audience, for the future COs, man, how much hate do people like me or people like you get from your own peers within the department?
A lot. Unless it's from a different prison. Like if someone that hates me and they transfer and they really hated me, well, now they're speaking good about me. Like, oh, yeah, that's my fucking boy. Like, but I do have a lot of solid motherfuckers that are doing that, and I appreciate you guys.
Right.
And I won't say your names, but it's just it's a lot of quiet hate. One of my friends sent me a group chat of these people talking shit about me, and I say, hey man, you think I really give a fuck about that right now? Like they're all saying that in a group chat. They didn't say it to me. Don't bother me with that. Like I'm on peer-driven mode right now. Don't send me that shit. If you're my friend,
Right.
either check it or just fucking leave it alone.
Right.
Like that's nothing personal. I got none of these motherfuckers around me no more. I see why you're so driven. None of these motherfuckers are around me. And if they're talking, they're doing it in private because they're afraid of getting blasted on Instagram.
Right.
They're afraid of getting blasted or
Well,
whatever.
it's keyboard warrior mentality.
Yes.
It's weird. It's so fucking weird, bro. It's keyboard warriors.
And people are always gonna hate on someone that's doing something they like. Like everyone was making fun of me in my music until all of a sudden it makes a difference. Now it's the dopest thing out of Victorville.
Right.
You know, so like I'm just smart enough to know that even my haters can turn into business.
Facts.
You know, like all these motherfuckers can watch, you're paying me. Like all these motherfuckers that are getting my views up, you're helping me.
Kanye West, bro.
Yes.
Good example of that.
Yes, he is. He's being the craziest.
He wiles out from
he's
time
a
to time.
billionaire crazy motherfucker. Billionaire, and we're all mad at him for it.
Yeah, dude. So at one point in time, the Iraqi people, well, I should reframe that. Well, fuck it. At one point in time, the Iraqi people were our enemy.
Yes.
Right? The insurgents.
Yes.
Quote unquote.
Yes.
Do you, to this day, still view them as your enemy?
I view them as if someone had invaded my neighborhood. What the fuck would I do?
Facts.
That's the only way I
Good.
can look at it.
I'm glad we're on the same mind track.
Yes.
Because the next question is going to be, at one point, you worked in a prison where the inmates were literally your fucking enemy, bro.
Yes.
There's no other way around it.
Yes.
Do you still hold those same views?
No.
Me neither.
It was business is business.
Right.
Right. So there's a lot of inmates that I probably made a big impact on them because the way I'm
Correct.
talking to you, I talk to them. The only difference is it doesn't cross a boundary.
Correct.
Like we're not friends, motherfucker. We're not any of this. It's just business.
But if you need something per policy, I got you,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. But we'll talk about all this other shit. You'll hear me cuss all the time. Fuck this, fuck that. What's up, fucker? Like,
Yeah.
like the same way I talk to my friends. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's up, motherfucker? Like, what's up, faggot? Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I say that shit. It's not like it's just me. And then I always say it with a smile.
Yeah.
So like me, when I say it with a smile, you know when I'm mad because I'm not saying it with a smile.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. So then the inmates, they know it was business. There'd be times where
Right.
when I deal with an inmate in shoe, sometimes they'd run their mouth a lot. I remember one specific one. He kept telling me behind the door that, and I don't give a fuck because nothing happened. He was behind the door, and he said, "Hey, you're only talking all this shit because there's a fucking door there." And I was like, "Touche, just touche." And I'm like, "Hey, you're getting kicked out of SHU on Thursday. I'll be the one to uncuff you, and you could do whatever the fuck you want to when it happens." And I said that in front of a bunch of people, including inmates.
Right.
Sure enough, I'm the one that escorted him.
Oh, you did?
I
That
took the
Thursday?
cuffs off,
Yeah.
and he turned around and he said, "Hey, man, just to let you know that was SHU shit. That was just SHU stuff."
He said
I
that was just SHU stuff?
that was just in SHU. Like me, he's like, "I'm sorry, I was in my head. Nothing about that. I'm just trying to get to the compound and enjoy the sun." Even if it was a bitch move or not, I'm like, "Cool, got you. Have a good one."
Right.
Never had a problem with them ever again.
Right.
It wasn't an about punking them. It was just like, "Hey, like I'm not doing anything to entice you. I uncuffed you and you had to turn around because you're getting kicked out of SHU. Like you're not in SHU anymore. It's just people interacting."
What you just explained to me, I would say is the gray area, right? Because it's not as simple as black and white.
Yes.
And I had young cops tell me, "Hey, teach me the gray area." I was like, "I'm never going to teach you the fucking gray area."
No, absolutely not.
Right? Because you either know it or you don't.
Yes. And it's you when you know that inmates operate on respect,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to operate with that and make your point. Like I was told a while ago, actually someone just wrote this in one of my TikTok comments that an inmate told him that 80% of the inmates need to respect you and 20% fear. So that's basically like what I said about vision, on noise and on signal. Like signal is you're driven in life, like everything you're doing to go straight on, like nothing can distract you. That's signal. Noise is anything else that fucking drives you out of it, brings you out of whatever mission you have on. If you operate at an 80-20, you're 80% fucking signal and you're all business. The 20% keeps you human. So when you operate like that with inmates, sometimes just making one example or just not making an example, like showing that what you're about, like if you get into a use of force or someone calls you out in front of a bunch of fucking people and inmates and you stand your fucking ground, then you're just letting them know what the fuck is up and it's respect based. And then you can flip it and be like, "Hey man, what the fuck would you do in my spot? Like if I disrespected you, what did you think that you would do?" He's like, "I'd have to get you." "Exactly. What the fuck you want me to be like? You threaten me and me give you a hug? Like, what the fuck you want from me?" Like, I can meet them at any level they want to, and not because I'm looking for the highest. I prefer to be 99% laughter because I'm a jokester motherfucker. 1% is the shit I don't want to do.
Is there body-worn cameras in the feds?
Now, I heard they're rolling out pilot programs, but I don't know where yet. Not anywhere that I've seen.
Because that makes a difference, and not a difference where people think, "Oh, yeah, you guys can't do shady shit on there."
Mm-hmm.
It just makes a difference because it's actually good for evidence preservation. You know, when you have an inmate assault a cop, it's all on fucking camera.
It does.
But I think if you know what you're doing and you know how to communicate, articulate, and you know the policy, I think you would be just fine. Like, honestly, I think if somebody slapped the camera on you, besides your cussing, because that's what these stupid asshole administrators get cops in troubles for.
Yes.
I think you would be able to survive, bro.
I would, because this is the way I always say it. Like, people always, there's one officer that everyone hated where we worked, and not me. He's not there anymore, different agency. All he would do is in any room say, "Hey, if you guys do anything out of pocket, I'll tell."
Right.
And everyone's, "Oh, what a bitch." And I'm like, "What a bitch?" This motherfucker told me what he's
up.
about.
Correct.
I know who he is now. I don't ever have to worry about when I'm with him, cool. I'm going to start reading my policy because I don't know shit like he does.
Exactly.
You know, I'll be honest. That's the type of guy I am, but I know what he's about. So when you work around that, it's pretty easy to get around anything. Like, well, fuck, they took this away. Okay, we got to do this now. Well, they took this away. Okay, we got to do this now. The only difference is they're taking too much away. I'm like, fuck this. I can't be myself eventually.
Correct.
So that's what I don't like. But in the aspect of, like, if I was still in, I could navigate it.
I need to ask Gio this fucking question, man. I recently posted a video of a murder of a Norteño gang member. It was a 2-on-1 stabbing at Salinas Valley State Prison.
One where he stomped the knife?
Correct. In the eyeball.
Yeah.
And the gunner...
I don't mean to smile. I'm over here smiling and shit.
I've been laughing at a lot of dead shit lately. Not, but it's like fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just like an adrenaline. Like, I see it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Not because I think it's funny. It's like a nervous shit.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But the gunner did not utilize the Mini 14, which is well within the deadly force policy.
Yes.
What is your opinion on correctional officers that simply do not use force and or deadly force because they're afraid they're going to get in trouble?
That will lead to officers happening to them too. Because when you're afraid, if you're second guessing anything you're doing in there, you shouldn't fucking be there. in a situation like that. That's where the asshole part of me comes in. Like if someone's not built to be there, I am the one that says it. I'm not punking them out. But like, hey man, if you can't deal with the shit here, if it's too much for you, you need to fucking leave. Like it's nothing against you. It's just you don't belong in this shit. Like get out. And that right there,
Get out.
yeah, get out.
Get out.
Like because you're only making it worse for the people that are trying to do the job. If you're afraid,
Making it worse for everybody.
if you're afraid, then get the fuck out. And honestly, especially something in policy that shit, why the fuck not? Like you're supposed to do it.
Right.
Why would you not? What's the meaning? Why wouldn't you?
And it's not so much being an inmate lover, right? But
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we have a job.
Preservation of life.
Preservation of life.
Yeah, it's life.
What
right?
does preservation of life mean to you?
Keeping anybody the fuck alive. A preservation of life. Like it's not this or that. I get that everyone wants to be like, no, fuck them. It's not about that. Those are the dudes that get jumped all the time. Guess what? I never got assaulted like that, and I've run my mouth the most.
Right.
I've never had someone fucking lay me out, knock me out, or whatever. I've been in a lot of fights. I've gotten hit. Like it's hurt. No shit. But it was never a moment that I was ever out of pocket for it.
Correct.
It was all what I was supposed to fucking do, but it's reaction. So if someone flinches at you, that's the reaction. So it's more like if you're not built to deal with that, you're gonna get hurt a lot.
Let me give you an example, right? You can play out this example in your head, and then I'm gonna ask you a question. An inmate coming out of ADSEG, his cell, he's supposed to be in handcuffs walking out backwards, right? When that cell door opens, he's supposed to be
Yes.
walking out backwards.
Yes.
I've seen numerous times where the inmate will spin around and the seal will jump back. Isn't it a good opportunity to utilize that momentum and expect it and to
Absolutely.
slam him to the floor?
And absolutely. And that's literally what they say, the least amount of force. Like you're taking him to the ground. That's pretty fucking easy. Like if he does that, we would do that on a pat down, man. Like if you're patting
Correct.
someone down and they fucking turn around on you, just hey man, like that's a quick jolt reaction. You don't know what the fuck that is. You expect to get dumped.
Now, are you able to articulate in a written report why you utilize physical force?
Absolutely.
Why?
The inmate turned to me in an aggressive manner, and to protect myself, I did whatever I needed to subdue the inmate on the ground with the least amount of force necessary. Pretty fucking simple. I haven't done that in a while, and I said that shit like I did it in my sleep.
You're
you know?
right, bro. It's been a few years, and
Yeah,
you've knocked it.
and guess what? It all happened on camera, so it's not like I have this written. Oh, I know what to say. No, I just know how to wrote what the fuck I did. Like it's pretty fucking easy. And then guess what? When you write what you did and you did it right, there's no problems.
Now, from the written report to an OIA investigation, internal affairs, would you be able to clearly articulate why you did what you did to a special agent?
Absolutely. I mean, fuck. Like I can't. I wish I can find the. I had one of the. I had a court hearing, but it was on the computer. Oh, the deposition. There you go.
Okay.
Because someone was trying to say that my page was racist, which is stupid, right?
Hey, bro, I got called racist yesterday.
Yeah,
They said I
yeah.
had an anti-black tone.
Yeah. And what's even better is the attorney for this person that said that, because they were trying to use my page to fucking make the Bureau say how racist it is. Like my page. And then like the guy goes, at one point he asked, do you have any swastikas anywhere on you?
Wait, that's what they asked
I
you?
swear to God, it's in my court deposition. And I'm like this. I felt like I could be an attorney after this shit. I look at my arms and I'm like, do you think I'd be here if I did?
Yeah.
Like this is, I didn't answer anything. I didn't answer it like, no, I don't, sir. Would you like, I'm like,
Yeah.
do you think I would be here if I did?
Right.
And then he goes, well, that's not the question. And I'm like, no. And then he showed me the picture where it's the DC and the Chomo, the one I told you about. And he was like, so what do you see here? And I'm like, no, I already know where you're going with this. What do you see here? And he goes, well, I see this. And I'm like, well, whoever told you that is clearly don't know what they're talking about and don't know this job, because this is really what it is.
Right.
So you did bad as an attorney. You're making me feel like I could be one. And then they actually had a BOP appointed attorney. They called, they wanted a break, and they're going, hey man, just to let you know, they're actually not going after you for your page right now. And they're going after the Bureau. So I get that they're being mad, but chill.
Right.
So then I had to go back a second time, and the attorney was told that he can only ask me a certain set of questions, a specific set. And he goes, do you know anyone in education? And I'm like, I've been here long enough. Yes, I do. And he goes, can you tell me any of their names? And I said, I told you before, I'm only saying my own name.
Right.
And then he goes, you know, I could ask this other person, right? The person that said I was racist. Then I'm like, then why are you asking me?
Right.
And then it was, all right, court's adjourned. Bam, that was it. Like that was, so that felt to me like, fuck, I wanted to be an attorney. When I know what I'm steadfast in and something that I did and I know I'm in the right, there's no one that can tell me anything different ever. Because if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty easy, huh?
Yeah, it's that simple. When I fuck up, I'm like, hey, my bad, I fucked up.
Right.
Like that's what I'm teaching my kids.
Right.
I'm teaching them, yeah, I fucked up. Your dad's here because I fucked up. Yes.
Accountability. So, and again, bro, I'm all about giving freaking gems to these youngsters, man, just so they can survive and stay alive. If they had to err on the side of caution of staying alive or afraid of getting violated, which side of the scale should they err on?
You would need, it's always about survival. To me, it's about being alive. If you're always worried about being alive, all the victim stuff and all that stuff, if you're always on alert and everyone's having their job, you'll be fine. Because when it's your life, you only have it once.
Can you differentiate what difference between like being scared shitless of trying to survive and just being cool, calm, and observant?
Yeah, it's just like anywhere you go. Like if I feel like I've been looking around this whole room the whole time for no reason. I've been in here before, but I'm like, damn, I didn't know those were in there last time. I didn't see that room. I didn't even realize there was that room. I must have been nervous as fuck last time. But it's just all you're doing is watching. Like if you know that someone you could tell energy. Like me, when someone has a dark energy when they walk in, I already can feel them.
Oh my God.
I'm like, all right, because I can feel it. I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna see what's up. It's observing.
Dark energy. Mm-hmm. What are some telltale signs that an inmate's all bad and is probably gonna fuck you up or gonna fuck some shit up?
The way that when you have that face that you're so focused on whatever it is, but it's like a focused hate. You can like see it in their eyes. You can see the way that they're standing. You can
like a
see,
gaze.
It's yes, and it's almost demonic in a way when you really look at it. To be honest, it's just you can feel that they're up to no good, and that translates to outside. I mean. Like for chomos, I could see a chomo a mile away.
Oh, dude, I think I've seen a few recently.
You know, like I just from a mile away, I'm like, if that guy ever talks to me, don't make me fucking pull up Megan's Law.
As a matter of fact, the guy that's investigating me, the OIA special agent, he kind of gave me those vibes, bro.
Oh, fuck.
We're looking at you, Ferguson. Fuck.
That's what I mean. So
you can tell by looking at a picture, bro.
Yes.
Like, oh, somebody better check the internet browsing history.
If you ever need to know, Jared, the subway guy, is the perfect fucking example of one. And the feds are trying to rehabilitate him. They have a chomo program. You think that guy's gonna get better? Like how can you justify him coming out and being better?
You cannot.
That is the unforgivable crime that you can never come back from.
Working in a prison, dude, with your experience, we talked about bad energy. What are telltale signs like in the air or in the atmosphere or the behavior of inmates that something's about to go south?
The quietness. The quietness when you walk, like if you walk into a unit, it's quiet more than normal because usually they're always fucking loud. There's sports going on. People are talking cell to cell, but it's like a quiet feeling. And then like when you walk in, like there's certain people that'll look at you and they walk to their cells. They walk to their cells. They start bouncing around. You're looking around. And then all of a sudden you kind of start seeing up in the corner sometimes where all of a sudden they disperse. There's a good chance there could be something going on over there. Or when you start seeing all the races really being segregated inside. Because even though they have their own TVs, sometimes they're all interacting. But when it's on business, when they're on some fuck you type shit, everyone's really with their own.
Grouping. We call that grouping in our
grouping,
the state.
And then when they go to yard, if not that many people come out or too many people come out, you can look at it both ways. If not that many people come out, there might be something going on in the unit. Or if a bunch of people come out, there might be some shit that needs to be handled for the yard. So like there's so much that goes into it. It's just if you're always looking at ways that something could happen or some intentions, this guy's moving different. Why is he kind of holding his hand by his pants? Certainly that might be a knife.
Facts.
Like something, why is his pants baggy? If you're always thinking like that, you don't have to be like, oh shit, look at that. No, I could be talking to you and looking at this guy talking about the same story right now.
Easily.
But I can be looking exactly what he's doing. I don't like the way he's fidgeting. I see my boy over there without even really knowing, like I can see him on the side. So if you're just always constantly focused on your surroundings, it's a good thing.
Now, were you reactive or proactive? Would you wait till it kicked off till you started making decisions, or were you already planning?
Reactive. That's why I
proactive.
Proactive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm stupid on that. I was gonna say bad about reactive. So I'm very proactive, and the reason why is the way the way the feds work is they had to die. Someone had to die to get vests. You know, the USP. They used to work in the units. You're having all these fucking news. The USP is the high max inmates. You know, that's like your level 4 yards. And if you're there by yourself, like it's a whole different feeling when you're in that because you need to have a little bit, especially in a high max environment. You feel the tension, you feel the rage and anger in that motherfucker. And when you're by yourself, just having one extra person is there to help you. Someone had to die for that, you know. And then the mediums, they weren't having vests for a long time. You only had to wear it at the pen, but someone had to die to make it a policy where they always have to wear it. We just barely started getting the pilot baton programs. Maybe, I think it was 2 years ago. I forget when I got it because I was part of it for maybe 2 months, where our prison just barely got it, just so they can see how it works.
Batons? Expandable batons?
Expandable batons.
You
We
guys
had
didn't have
we
them
had them for our teams when you go into cell extractions, but we weren't carrying them on us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we just had, when I got in, and for spray, officers had to die for spray because that used to not be a standard either. So then, like, all we had was spray, and then you have your radio, and that's what I talked about in my song. Like,
right.
All we have is our fucking keys and my
Nine irons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, that exact point. So the state, like, fuck, like, I wish that I went state, but I was in the feds, and it just adds to my military time. That's what I was thinking of.
Right.
And then, fuck, I wish I had a taser. You know, I know not everyone does, but I see a lot of these state prisons, and I'm like, dude, if we had a taser.
There's no, in the state of California, they don't have tasers.
So but I see it in others. I don't know if it's county, because a lot of people have been writing me saying they have tasers wherever they're at.
Bro, I see the tasers fail so much on those police shooting videos that I would not even use that motherfucker.
But for me, I think they're stupid, but it's just deterrence, right? So sometimes inmates, they only know, or people only see, if they see a taser, that could have been the worst experience for them. Like, I'm not saying to have it in there, but I'm just opening up the discussion of, like, what's more that you can give to be a bigger deterrent?
More tools.
Yes, more tools to make it, like, you know what?
Well, bro, they have mini 14s in the control booth that they don't even use.
Yeah, guys do.
What other fucking tool do you need?
They see,
right?
you guys do.
You have a 223.
Yeah. But I mean, like, in our tower, we got our rifles, but it's just a tower.
Now, can you please clarify? Because I know you know me. I'm not encouraging correctional officers to go around and kill inmates.
Absolutely not. Like, that right there, that is this. They need to know that you have the ability. They need to know that at any time, if they do what they're not supposed to, it clearly says that they'll get fucking shot. You know, like,
it's a good deterrent,
do
bro.
stupid shit, you'll get dropped. Like if you're gonna take someone's life, cool, you're getting shot. Like, it's that fucking simple. There should be no fear in it. It's not like, well, were they any threat to anyone else? Yes, they were a threat to the motherfucker they're stabbing.
Right.
Like, if they're currently stabbing him, he's a fucking threat. It's pretty simple. And then when you got two of them, goddamn.
Even better.
Fuck.
It's
like, let me get another round. Let me get another clip.
Dude, fuck.
But but I get completely that shit is just more. I think of just deterrence. Like, but the reason why deterrents aren't working because they take away the power behind the deterrence.
Now, you know inmates.
Yes.
Do inmates become more emboldened if they don't feel deterrent to do something?
Yes, that's why the body cams are kind of tricky at the same time, because everyone knows when you see those videos on fucking YouTube where they're, I'm not going anywhere.
First Amendment right.
Yeah,
bullshit.
I'm not this blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, man.
Yeah.
If there was no camera there, how would you fucking talk?
Right.
You know, like, shut up. Like, stop all that fucking shit. But that's where it takes a mentality to be stronger than that, because you're like, fuck, like, this motherfucker's like, you know, like, and you have the body cam, but that takes away the power.
Right.
Right. So there's certain deterrents that aren't really as great as they try to make it seem like. But when the inmates know that these deterrents are just for show, they don't really give a shit, because, like, well, the officers are scared to use batons here. You know, that's what it was for us.
Now, if I were a civilian and ask you, like, well, what can't you do with a body camera that you can do without?
Well, in prison, there's fucking cameras everywhere. Like goddamn, when it comes to the body cam part, it's when you meet people, you can meet someone on their level. Like, if someone cusses at me, that makes it okay, I can cuss back. If I cuss at someone first and they cuss to me, then that means that I can't get mad at them. I can't be like, if I cuss at an inmate and I'm like, well, hey, you can't talk like that to me. But at the same time, sometimes you're able to relate to them on a different level. If they are like, you can't fucking do that. Yes, I can, motherfucker. And then once you kind of talking, like, then you bring them back down to a level. There's like certain ways of talking on their levels that's taken away from the camera. Because when you have the camera there, you have to be so fucking professional that this motherfucker's saying everything that he's supposed to, saying everything he can, because he can. But you know that all you need to do is really, you can correct it, but you can't because there's a body cam. And I'm not talking physical.
Correct.
If you could speak the way that you need to, you can correct that without even having to be physical. And that's what the body cam takes out of it.
You make me laugh because I remember about this run. I was a lieutenant right before I quit. There was a OG CO, man, solid motherfucker, and you hear an inmate talking shit to him in the body worn camera, and you hear the CO go, Central Control, be advised. Man, I said, bro, you could tell, bro. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
you could hear it in that fucking.
Like that shit is like exactly. It's like, man, like you know what you're doing right now. It's just like it's like the opposite side when you have the officers that only talk shit to inmates when they're locked up.
Right.
Like they're fucking mad. Like I've seen dudes I saw dudes so mad at an inmate behind the door that I've seen them knee the door. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck did you get out of that, you dumb fuck?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's they know that what they're doing is only because that's there. So that sigh, I feel that shit too. It's like, I completely get that.
Give me a description on guys that are real ones as opposed to cell warriors, keyboard warriors. From your experience being in the military and combat and working in a federal prison system, what have you noticed about real motherfuckers that will act?
Real ones, if they have a problem with you, it's on site. But it's more like they're more calculated about it. Like they're not doing it like I had an officer yell at me one time because I made some funny shit about his department on my good verbal page, and he came into the office storming, if anyone has a fucking problem with me, yelling all this shit. And I'm like, dude, there's 2 lieutenants in here. There's a captain there. I'm here. Shut the fuck up. Like that's not real shit. That's fake tough. That's like when someone talks shit at the lobby. Like I've had it where a guy was yelling at me at the lobby and the lieutenant's there. I'm like, come on, dude. You know, I know you. I know who you really are in real life. Like, shut the fuck up. But you're doing it because he's there. Like, you're talking to the wrong one.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like the real ones, they'll check you on the side or they'll have a man-to-man talk with you or like whatever it is. Like, I've had some real OGs that I worked with, COs, that when they saw that I did something out of pocket or they fucking chewed me out the way I'm supposed to, and I took it the way I'm supposed to. The fake ones tell everyone else that, hey, watch out for him. He'll get you caught up. Like, this is blah, blah, blah. And you see that with inmates, too, the way they carry themselves.
Right.
They'll yell when there's a lot of administration around. They'll talk all this shit, call you whatever names they want to because they have a bunch of people around them, but they change when the narrative's flipped, when it's just you and them. So that's how you see on the inmate side. The real ones, it's just like you'll see a lot of times they're really quiet about whatever it is.
Quiet.
They kind of give you like this look like, okay, motherfucker, like
It's
I'm going to
kinda
get
eerie.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they do that, like you kind of see a difference in their eyes. Like when you see that they're on that level, it just goes straight black. Their eyes are black. Like they're just like, okay.
Right.
Yeah, and then that's where a lot of rookies don't understand because you'd see that's where real officers come in and help because sometimes they get into it with these guys not knowing who the fuck these guys really are.
Exactly, bro. This is what I wanted you to like piggyback off of. It's like, dude, for a young CO, I just want them to start recognizing the signs of when you're about to get fucked up, bro. Because it just seems like they're missing the signs completely.
Yes, because everyone, and a lot of it's like not educating yourselves. Like you have to understand, at least on the West Coast, gang politics have been controlling the prison system for so long, whether we want to admit it or not. They're always going to roll with their own. It's so set in stone.
Right.
We have to manage it. That's just the way it is. But when you really look at it, these motherfuckers actually make business decisions not to hurt you sometimes when you're fucking, like if they stab this dude right now, that fucks up their dope game that SIS doesn't know about, you know?
Right.
That internal affairs doesn't know about. So it's all about business shit. So then when they really conduct themselves, a lot of times they know when someone's a rookie and they'll tell like other officers like, hey man, like, can you talk to this guy? Because the way he's out of pocket.
I've seen it.
It's not like where they go up, hey, this motherfucker, if I ever saw an inmate complain about another officer to the wardens in front of me, I would fucking stop that shit.
I'm glad that we brought this up in public because I don't even think that these COs that are making mistakes understand that inmates do come up to people like us and say, hey, can you talk to that dude?
Yes.
Can you talk to that dude?
And
because, you know, and it's not that we're believing the inmate. It's actually a consensus that we've already seen ourselves.
There was one specific time where these 2 white boys were written up for insolence. And like insolence is that's so fucking petty, man.
What
like,
is insolence?
Insolence is like he cussed at the CO, but the CO cussed at him first. So it was kind of like a petty.
Yeah.
Insolence is like the petty shots. Like, oh, he said, fuck you, Martini. Insolence, you know, like just a stupid little, it's
Foul.
yeah, like flag. Can I challenge the play? Like, that's what it is. And the two inmates, everybody knew on the yard. Like, everyone knew how they operate. And it's like, I'm pretty fucking sure. It's not like I wasn't taking the side of them. But I was like, you know what? I took the inmates aside and I'm like, listen, man. Like, when we were in the lieutenant's office, and I'm like, sometimes you have to realize that some guys you just can't talk to like that. And you may have been in the right, you may have been in the wrong. I'm not taking any fucking side, because regardless, he's the officer, so I'm taking his side.
Correct.
But what you need to do and start focusing on when you really think about it, is it really worth it to get an insolent shot? And I start laughing, like, was that worth it? They're like, no. And then they're like, you're right. They come back to apologize to him. And the first thing he says is, I don't know why you guys had to be such a bitch about it. After they apologize, you know?
Damn.
Like, and that is such a little petty thing. And I'm like, I looked at him, I'll say, man, just go inside. I got this now. You know?
Right.
And then I tell him, I'm not going to say how far I go into it, because that was just for me and him.
Right.
But I instructed him, like, listen, man, if you just knew who this guy, like, he's not one of the ones where you have to ask case managers about his case. His case is online.
Okay.
Like, you could just go look, like, just start looking up what the fuck you really have in here. Like, I'm not saying being a bitch. Stand on business when businesses need to be stood on, but don't create shit that doesn't need to be an issue. So, like, shit like that, like, it was already squashed. Like, you won. Like, it made it, the inmates came and apologized to you, even though you may have been in the wrong. You won, and you still fucked that up. So sometimes that little bit of respect goes a long goddamn way, and you can fuck it up that quick.
Facts, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about that story. That was actually a perfect one to use for this too.
Nah, dude, everything we've been hitting on all fucking
Yeah,
cylinders
this is
right
fucking
now.
dope. Like, I'm better than last time. Last time I'm looking
You
around.
weren't bad last time, bro, but it was like you were a virgin.
Facts.
Now you're like a whore, bro.
Give me more. Where's the mic at?
So what's next for you, dude?
I'm gonna start a podcast. I already bought my. I'm gonna try it myself. I have I got a computer, like a fucking desktop. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna start doing it eventually, but I'm still gaining more momentum, trying to see where I'm going, because I'm at a level right now that I don't know how far this goes. Like, I don't know, because I do know that I can create a lot more change. So I'm not gonna be the same way I was in Good Verbal, where I'm just fucking attacking.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
You know, like, it's more like,
More educational.
yeah, and I can. There's the same way you do it. I'm still gonna talk the way I fucking do. I'm still gonna be myself, but it's gonna be my shit. No negative. I'll even have fucking ex-inmates that I fucking did that even if they want to be on my fucking show, that I know, I don't give a fuck. I'm a civilian now. Like, it doesn't, like, people think that I'm so bad, like, or like, oh, that you can't do that, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm standing on business everywhere I'm at. My name's Martini. I worked at USP Victorville. Inmates know who the fuck I am, so do staff. I'm not afraid of that.
Right.
And I'm not trying to say like I'm tough or anything. I'm just so great about being real that I'll take whatever comes with I will take whatever repercussions comes with being myself.
Yeah, dude,
whatever
it's
that
awesome.
comes out of it.
The price of freedom is awesome, bro. Nobody
Yes.
can tell you who you could talk to or what
Yes.
you can do. You know what I mean?
And then it's gonna it'll shed a light on the fact that these are the people that inmates say that we can't be. I mean, that the higher ups say we can't be like that with. But tell me why this motherfucker respects us more than they do the guy playing ping pong with him.
Facts.
You know, like, that's the only way I can look at it.
It's just the truth, man. It's just like judging people like on the base of their own character.
Yes. And then my boy fucking Nico, I keep saying it, like, I know you want to say your shit, but once he tells his story, I just need motherfuckers to know that this is my boy. Like, if people like me, then you have to fucking fall in line with that. If you don't fucking get off the fucking train. Because I've had some really solid people in my life, including you. Like, I ride for mine, and I'll always stand by whoever the fuck I have in my side. It's always like that. It's just that's for him. That's for you. Love you, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Do you want to plug in your social media?
Yes, I am Geo the Legend 89 on all of them, just because that's easy. Like, and then you can look up Good Verbal too, and it's attached to it for the SEO analytics, whatever you call that shit.
Nah, dude. Well, I'm glad you came back for round 2, bro.
I'm glad you had me here. I'm ready for the next one, man.
Fuck, dude. I don't even think we took a breath, bro. A break. It was just nonstop.
Yeah,
back
this
to
was
back.
one take.
No, it's fucking. It's all always one take,
Yeah,
bro.
that's fucking. It's just, man. But
Raw dogging it, homie.
yeah. So we can keep going into more, like,
Yeah.
the next time I come in, because like there's a lot of shit that's being violated national policy wise when
Facts.
it comes to execs.
Facts.
But I need to create like more. Like, I'm kind of getting an agenda written together. Like, I already showed you a little bit.
Yeah.
There's just more that I want to get into it, but it's better like in segments. And with you, I like this. This is fucking perfect. So
Freestyling, bro.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, thanks again, dude.
Always,
Glad you
man.
came, dude.
No, thank you for having me here, man. This is your platform. So you doing this for me. I'll always be grateful for that.
Fuck yeah, bro. Well, there you guys have it, folks. Another banger. We're going to keep bringing you that content. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Love you. Keep pushing forward.
Unhinged mind, Hector's legend engraved. Living life raw, never been tamed. From the hood to the pen, truth and tales pen. Hector Bravo unhinged, story never ends.